On a cold January afternoon in 2025, an Indiana police officer pulled over a speeding vehicle. The driver, 42-year-old Matthew Huttle, was soon identified, but what began as a routine traffic stop quickly escalated into a much more complex situation.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you today?
Pretty well.
As the officer spoke with Matthew suddenly made a startling confession.
The reason I'm pulling yours for 70 and a 55. Any reason for going that fast today?
No, sir, I was just keeping up with traffic.
Okay, fair enough. You got your license and registration on you?
Can I put it in park?
Yeah. Where you coming from today?
Church and my mom's cemetery.
Okay.
I just want to let you know that I'm a January 6th defendant.
What do you mean?
I stormed the Capitol. I'm waiting on my pardon.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't really afford to get in any trouble right now.
Okay, I understand.
He had been involved in the January 6th Capitol riots. That's right, you heard that correctly. Matthew Huttle played a direct role in the January 6th Capitol riot alongside his uncle, Dale Huttle. Traveling from Indiana all the way to Washington, D.C. for the Stop the Steal rally, Matthew was vocal about his intentions, stating, quote, "We're gonna see if we can get inside." As he and Dale moved towards the Capitol, he acknowledged the police presence but remained determined. Court documents show that Matthew was part of the crowd that pushed past restricted Capitol grounds, directly contributing to the chaos and violence against law enforcement officers that day. While Dale Huttle played a more active role in physically assaulting officers with a flagpole, Matthew remained present throughout the attack, staying on Capitol grounds until after 5 p.m. Both men were eventually arrested and sentenced for their involvement. His nervous and frantic behavior also begins to make sense after he explains that thanks to a pardon from Trump, his legal situation was shaky and any new trouble could jeopardize his case.
Okay.
I understand.
I am driving without a license right now.
Okay, so why are you doing that then?
Well, I have to. I've been waiting for my hardship license. I just moved back from Idaho.
So now he's just admitting straight up that he has no valid driver's license. All right, this guy just admits a lot of things right off the bat.
Okay.
And I had to move back here because my federal case.
Okay.
So I'm just in the middle of everything right now.
So with your federal case, why would you have to move back to Indiana?
Well, I had pending traffic violations, and I had to live in Indiana in order to qualify for the hardship license, but
Yep.
they didn't tell me that until I got my federal case, so I moved back to get my license.
Okay, all right. Well, let me see your license here.
Okay.
How many times have you been caught driving without a license?
In my life?
No, just recently. Like, how many have you been caught with the suspended driver's license before?
Yeah, but it hasn't been for years, long time.
Okay. All right, Matt, hang tight for me, okay, and I'll get back with you, all right?
Okay.
Actually, you know what? You have the registration for your vehicle?
I just bought this. I have the title in here.
Okay. Is that a corgi back there?
This is a Basenji
Okay.
rescue dog.
Okay. All right. All right, Matt, hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
When the officer checked Matthew's records, he discovered an even more troubling fact. Matthew was classified as a habitual traffic violator.
Hey, Matt, you want to go ahead and shut your vehicle off and step back here with me real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead and shut it off for me, please.
Am I under arrest or anything?
We'll come back here, I'll explain everything to you, okay? I'll explain it to you. Okay, so today you're getting off with a verbal warning for the speed. However, you're a habitual traffic violator.
I know.
Which means that you are at a felony status for driving while suspended. So today you are going to come with me.
Well, I can't.
You're going to have to, okay?
Knowing he had no choice, the officer calmly informed Matthew that he had to come in for processing. Matthew ultimately entered the Capitol twice that day. First at 2:58 p.m., briefly navigating the crowded hallways before exiting, and then again at 3:06 p.m., this time staying for over 10 minutes. During this second intrusion, he roamed through various offices, the crypt, and other restricted areas, appearing in multiple surveillance and open source images. In one video, he even turned the camera on himself and declared, "This is me," seemingly aware of the historic moment he was participating in. While there is no evidence that Matthew directly engaged in violence like his uncle, his presence, repeated attempts to re-enter the Capitol, and involvement in the riot's disruptive actions led to charges of unlawfully entering a restricted building, disorderly conduct, and impeding government proceedings. Now he's expecting to get a pardon from Donald Trump, which is why he is so insistent that he cannot get in any more trouble.
You're going to come with me today, all right?
No, I can't go to jail for this, sir.
You're going to have to come.
Can I get a ride?
No.
Are you sure?
I'll
violate my...
Just listen to me, okay?
As the engagement continued, Matthew grew increasingly agitated.
It's a felony offense. There's no leeway with felonies in the state of Indiana. Now, maybe if it was a misdemeanor offense, I could work something out with you, but it's not a misdemeanor. It's a felony offense. Okay? So that's why I can't work with you today with it. Okay? I understand your circumstances, but you understand that you can't drive. Okay? So your driving has resulted into this situation.
When the officer finally asked Matthew to turn around so that he could place handcuffs on him, panic took over, and Matthew made a desperate attempt to escape.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to put your information right here for a sec. I want you to turn around and put your hands on. Don't you do it, buddy! No.
I'm shooting myself.
No.
He ran back to his vehicle, reaching for a gun, forcing the officer to respond with deadly force.
So I want you to turn around and put your hands on. Don't you do it, buddy! No.
I'm shooting myself.
No.
Where a man involved in the January 6th Capitol riots is dead after a police shooting. It comes just days after Trump had pardoned him. Police say 40-year-old Matthew Huttle had been pulled over. At some point, they say he resisted an arrest and that deputy shot him. Police say Huttle did have a gun.
After the shooting, the Clinton County Prosecutor's Office took a look at the body cam footage and ultimately decided that the sheriff's deputy was legally justified in the fatal shooting. After this tragic incident, investigators recovered a loaded 9mm handgun and additional ammunition in the vehicle. The prosecutor's office also said that the dashcam footage from the deputy's vehicle confirmed that Matthew did indeed raise an object while inside the vehicle. Matthew W. Huttle died that day, January 26th, 2025. This tragic encounter is more than just another case of violence or criminal behavior. It's a reflection of a broken system. Matthew was a man consumed by propaganda, entangled in extremist ideology, and ultimately unable to navigate the real-world consequences of his actions. His paranoia and instability led him down a path that ended in violence, not just on January 6th, but in his final moments on a lonely road in Indiana. His story is a sobering reminder of how easily people slip through the cracks, victims of their own misguided beliefs in a system that fails to support them.